Permits features include assign inspectors without start time and inspection sequences and dependencies for inspection visibility. Agencies can now set up inspection scheduling to include an inspection date without a time, as well as other request and display options at the agency level for permits and business licenses. You can configure the method for entering an inspection time, the assignment method, and display of the inspector's arrival time for date only, specific time, or time range with some restrictions. You can apply the configured scheduling method to each inspection type during setup. Once the date-only scheduling is set up, the registered public user can only select dates and no time when requesting an inspection. The inspector arrival for the same inspections in the applicant's list of inspections also displays only a date. In this example, an inspection task in the Oracle Inspector mobile application was set up with date-only scheduling. The scheduling fields on request pages, work lists, and inspection lists reflect a date range, a date and time, or a date only according to the configuration. New views and added information provide more insight into the inspections associated with linked permits. For example, agency staff can filter out linked permit inspections to list only the inspections for the current permit. When you click the View Dependencies link in the permit details, you see all of the required inspection types for a permit as well as inspections that have prerequisites. Any inspection marked as required in the inspection group is displayed with an arrow pointing to the inspection group's final inspection. The nodes may appear in different colors depending on the stage in the process of completing the inspections for an application. Some colors indicate inspection status, for example, white is requested or no inspection yet, and blue is scheduled. Other colors indicate the inspection result, such as green for passed or corrected and red for failed. Inspection status information is available in each node to identify whether an inspection has been created and whether an inspection is a required inspection or a prerequisite inspection. Hover over nodes or arrows to view the inspection sequence. This completes the feature descriptions for permits. Planning and zoning features include defined custom activities at runtime. Assigned planners can now easily add ad hoc activities and set their own due dates on the Activity Tracking tab and the Planner work list. Agency staff with elevated access can update the activity status on the Activity Tracking tab and the Planner work list, but they can't add an activity on the Planner work list. Use the drop-down list on the Add Activity pop-up to select a status. Your agency may provide statuses in addition to the statuses in the system, for example, in progress, pending, or cancelled. Here we see the Planner work list and where we can view or update the activity status. You can change the activity status on the Update Activity pop-up. This completes the feature description for planning and zoning. Business licenses features include renew and pay for multiple business licenses and future license activation date. Applicants and business owners can now renew multiple business licenses at a time if the agency has configured the multiple application option. On the Businesses page, click any row to display the Business Overview page. Then select the Overview tab, which is available for all business entities by default. On the Overview tab, use the Renew Licenses action to renew multiple business licenses at a time. Select the licenses that you want to renew on the Renew Licenses dialog box and click the Renew Licenses button. From the Renewal Started tab, you can access the renewal transaction for the licenses that are already in progress. After you click the Renew Licenses button, the list of business applications with payment details screen is displayed. Click the Make a Payment button. Click the Continue button. Select the mode of payment on the Payment Choice dialog box and click the Continue button to complete the payment. Applicants can now submit their origination, renewal, or amendment license applications for a future date that they have identified to start business operations. This completes the feature descriptions for business licenses. Common permitting and licensing features include replace applicant on an application, bill rate by job title in user profiles, Redwood experience for OTBI dashboards, Open API framework for third-party payments and cashiering, validate contractor license during application intake, business rules framework generate report action, business information associated with payment view for custom BIP reports, calculate fees from custom grid, payment methods associated with offline payments, and prevent application submission. Agency staff working on permit, planning, or business license applications can now replace the current applicant with another responsible party. The new applicant receives full application access. The applicant designation is managed on the contacts page in the application details. The current applicant appears in the list of contacts along with other contacts. Use the Actions menu to make the selected contact the new applicant, who must be registered with the agency using a matching email address. When you confirm the applicant update, you can make the former applicant into an inactive contact or decide on their new contact type and level of access to the application. Click Active to select a contact type for the former applicant. Inactive contacts don't have any application access. The contact type comes with a default access level that you can change before you confirm the updates. Verify the new access level and click OK. You can see the new applicant and the previous applicant with their updated application access and assigned role type in the contacts list after you confirm the update. Agencies can now charge at different hourly rates by setting up bill rates for each job title for use in fee formulas. Each staff person has one job title in their user profile, and the associated bill rate appears when recording time. Fees can be calculated when staff record their time on plan reviews, inspections, or code enforcement cases. Only agency staff with time recording management roles have permission to override the job title bill rate in the time details. The OTBI dashboards for permits, inspections, plan review, and parcel now use the Redwood user interface. You can see the new color scheme in the totals by permit status on the permits dashboard. The updated color scheme continues with the job cost by permit type, fees amount by permit type, and permit applications by week visualizations. The Open API framework provides agencies with the option to look up fees, process payments, and manage payment returns in a third-party payment platform, including cashiering solutions. Agencies can choose to integrate with a third-party payment service provider and configure the system to process payments using the Open API framework, or integrate with a payment gateway supported by Oracle and configure the system to process online payments using a payment gateway. Agencies can now make the entry of a contractor license required during the application intake process for permits, planning applications, and business licenses. When the agency activates the requirement for at least one contractor license in the application designer, the applicant must provide a contractor license to submit the application. There is a new Business Rules Framework action named Generate Report. After setting up your business rule criteria, use the Configure Action page to select the report you've made available for Business Rules Framework report generation. Currently, the Generate Report action is available only for planning and zoning events associated with hearing notifications. In this release, the business information associated with payments for business licenses is being passed to the payment service and stored on the payment table. Customers can pull this information from the payment table and display it on a BIP report if they choose to. Custom and reusable grids on an intake form now support fee calculations. For offline payments, agency staff can now choose from many options to indicate what the specific payment method was. Examples are offline electronic payment, offline cash, offline credit card, and so on. Choosing an offline method is optional, it's not required. Agency administrators can now define rules and actions in the Business Rules Framework to automatically stop the submission of incomplete applications. This completes the feature descriptions for common permitting and licensing. We've only shown you the highlights of the public sector permitting and licensing update. For more information, see the What's New document on Oracle Cloud Readiness.